Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. We are going to do a full moon reading today. It's February 12th, and I believe it's the snow moon is what they're calling this one. We do have lovely snow on the ground here in the area I am in Kentucky, Anna area, which is sometimes mid east. We get confused with north and south because we're kind of smack dab in the middle. But if you have snow where you're at, please share that in the comments below. If you enjoy the snow, if it's not your favorite, what you like or dislike about it. I tend to really like the four seasons, all four seasons, even though some are more strenuous than others. But in those challenging times is where we do tend to learn and grow. And that may be why in my elder years here, I'm starting to have more appreciation for all the seasons and learning more about myself, knowing that as well. So it is 0212 today. 12 is a very sacred number. And Delia wants to come say hi right now. She loves the tarot readings. Maybe you have a kitty too. They're wonderful. Come on, Delia. They're wonderful pets and animals. They clean. They're very cleanly animals, and they also like to clean us, our auras, our spaces. They're ancient. They have wisdom, wise beyond belief. Yes, they are. So I kind of want to just let, it is a full moon in Leo, even though we are in Aquarius right now. So I kind of just want to let this flow today and just we'll call in our guardians, our spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration and pure loving energy only are welcome in this space. And if you'd like to set an intention, you may do so now. This will be our significator card that we will pull from this deck to see what does Spirit want us to know about this full moon. We know that the full moon in Leo is ruled by the sun, and that's in the 5th house. So you might want to see where your 5th house placement is, or where Leo is at on your chart. Okay. So our first card, we have the Creator. The Creator. All right. 22. 22. So we have double digits, 22. And I just felt Gemini energy as well. Yeah, there's a Gemini presence here. So that may be maybe you're Gemini and you're feeling this creative energy within yourself coming up. Perhaps in 10 days on the 22nd, something significant will happen with you, with your creation of what you're wanting to create. Some of you are artists, and maybe you have a new project or a new type of artist style that you want to introduce. Please look at this card and allow yourself to feel any feelings that arise, that your intuition, that your own inner wisdom and guidance that you're feeling when you allow that to come. And it may be subtle if you're new to this. It may be very profound for those more experienced. Yeah, holding the card back, it's like a lens of a camera. So some of you could be photographers. All kind of creative ways to express ourselves in ways that we're passionate about. There's, you know, artistry, working with your hands. So the movement and the style of the paintbrush stroking a canvas could be significant for you. This also is like a bubble here. So I also almost kind of got the style that some of you are starting to draw people or portraits, and you haven't ever done this before. That's for some of you. And yeah, this is just an affirmation to keep going. Or if you've had if you've felt inspired to do something but you've stopped, this is encouraging. This right here as your significator card is encouraging you to actually continue doing that work. But let's see if we can find information. What are they creating here? 22 could be significant for you. Twos are about togetherness, partnership, unity, union. Okay, I'm going to take this one and this one and this one. So this could, so the twos could also be maybe you're creatively working, collaborating with another artist to work on something that's going to come out this year. Or perhaps in 22 days, or maybe on the 22nd. Please share if this is you, if this relates to you. Let's see what else we have. What other energy? Another 2, which also looks like an 11, a master number. So, I mean, the 2s are about balance. Twos are about balance, duality. So double digits, the High Priestess. Yeah, you are, and this moon right here. You're having, you're gaining some inner wisdom, some spiritual wisdom. The veil is lifting. The veil is lifting. And it's bringing you more insight, perhaps more visions, more visuals in your third eye. And Spirit knows when to do this, and when you're ready and when you're not ready. Of course, you can work toward you know, opening your third eye and allowing the third eye space to transform. But Spirit also will guide you when you're ready. And these are pomegranates here in the background, which can signify like the work it takes, you know, to grow pomegranates, and then to get to the fruit. It's a little bit of work that you have to do, but how rewarding it is thereafter. So sitting back, these actually look like hearts to me, so that may mean something to you. Perhaps your creation is working with someone that you're in a relationship with, or that is fresh and new. And you have this leadership wisdom with you. This is definitely reaching a level of inner wisdom that you have not ever known before. It's very beautiful, very profound and magical. Wow, the world, look at this, guys. Wow. Yeah, the world. So a portal door could be opening for you. Maybe the portal is on the 22nd. I wonder when the new moon is. I wonder when that is. When is the new moon for February 2025? I was looking this up for us to see. Um, to see when it is, and because it does. Yeah, you're building something, it seems. You're building something. Maybe we've already had the new moon. No, it's on the 27th. So it's on the 27th of the month. 27th. So this is interesting, though, that we have 21 and we have 2 and we have 22. If you're a numerologist, like a numerology, if you love it like I do, then that's very interesting. Delia likes it. So the world, this is like a mastery. You've created this, so the creation has come to fruition and it's complete now. So maybe it was an event. Wow, you have there's all major arcana cards here for this full moon reading. This, so very powerful. And I was feeling love from this. I'd mentioned how I thought those were hearts at first. I had to look closer. And plus I remember from the original that it's pomegranates. But yeah, look, and then we have the lovers. The lovers here. 6. The lovers. And this could be you having love for yourself, for your creation, for the who you are now versus who you were at a different, like even last year, how far you've come, or it could be 5 years, but you've worked on this in the now moment. You're creator. You've realized you're the creator. Being the creator actually takes you really beyond this third dimension. It takes you higher. And the high priestess is, she's the third card in the major arcana. She's all about, she really is all about like gaining, she's has the emotions with the cup there. But it's all about following your gut. It's relying on your intuition more and following your gut more versus following your old patterns or beliefs or what others tell you, or not going by what you're feeling. It's absolutely wonderful to have the high priestess. What's interesting is that, so the high priestess is of the water element. And so we have water, we have earth, and we have air. So you're pretty balanced. You're extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. This shows how well in the spiritual realm, in the other dimensions, of how well and in tune many of you are at this time with this energy. Yeah. What else do you have for a spirit? I mean, this is a completion, a mastery. You've mastered whatever it is that you've worked toward, whether it's like something within you, an old pattern that you wanted to let go of, something new that you wanted to bring in. Oftentimes the new energy can't come in until we release old energy, or we cleanse it, or we heal from it, we let that go. So you've done this at this part. This shows that you really, there was a major transformation and a mastery skill that you've completed, and it's a completion of a part of a journey. You completed a journey with this, and then it brought you love. And so this could be love for yourself, or this could actually be another person, like you've brought a new intimate partner into your life. Let's pull an animal spirit and see. A mouse. A mouse. Well, mice are smart. They can. I'm thinking of mazes, labyrinths. They're definitely a grounded earth energy. Let's see. They can be nervous and nitpicking if you're feeling like everything feels like it's dark all around you and there's not any light. It's time to find a meaningful project, because this is like, the mouse is about organization. I mean, when you're imbalanced, so a mouse, like, a mouse personality doesn't really know when they've gone too far. They're just always like busybodies, like nitpicking, nervous. When it's out of balance, it's like you're busy with no purpose. But when your mouse energy is imbalanced, you're organized, resourceful, prepared. And if it's out of balance, find yourself a meaningful project to bring back into balance that mouse energy, so that you can be more detail oriented. It's nice that this is, this is encouraging you to continue this. If you're here and you haven't moved along yet, look at what you have to look forward to by doing that, by taking that brave step and having the courage within yourself to move forward. These are all the beautiful wonders that are going to come your way. You're going to have a major, I have a major spiritual awakening here with this high priestess energy. It's wisdom. It's like this extra amount of wisdom that you gain by having the high priestess energy. And you go from the high priestess, which is like at the beginning of the major arcana, to the complete world. So, wow. I mean, this is very fast. To go from this to this is very quick. So you've done this tells me that, like, you have power beyond your beliefs. Like, there's power within you that you haven't even tapped into yet. And if you have tapped into, then you're already moved on, maybe perhaps into the lover's phase. Into the lover's phase of having a different kind of love for yourself or your partner, or bringing love into your life, and now having a clearer vision of what type of love you want in your life, because maybe perhaps the love you always thought that you wanted or that you were seeking isn't the same love anymore. You don't feel that way anymore. Okay, so this is one of our serpent deck cards. Let's see what we have. Vasuki, the divine serpent. Honor Vasuki's divine role and strength. Vasuki, the Serpent King, plays a vital role in cosmic events like churning the ocean. It represents divine strength, loyalty, and the power to aid in grand undertakings. Yeah, so what you're working on is a big thing. It's not something small. So it's going to require a lot more help from the spirit realm, and it's important for you to start to call upon some guides if you don't already. But Vasuki is someone that you want to call upon to help you to gain the strength, the loyalty to this creation project, and the power that you need in order to do this. You know, it could be something that, it could be a position at work that, you know, it's a level up, and it's always been there, and you've never wanted to do it because of the whatever reason, you know, whether it's time, responsibility, fear of not even knowing why. You know, this is basically saying you can do it. You can totally do this if you really discover, and if you really just put it into perspective, your role, your strength. I mean, you got to figure out if you want it or not. And this tells me that you do. I mean, this is saying that you do want something different. And maybe perhaps you're not seeing what the universe is trying to give to you. Oh, okay. So not this one. This one. All right. Okay. And let's pull. We're going to pull from this deck. So are you nitpicking about something? Or do you feel someone around you is nitpicking and you're realizing that's not really what you're interested in? Please share your story in the comments below. 666, look at that. The Lovers, and you got 666. So you have 4 sixes here. 6 is all about love. Reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. There you have it. Yeah. Yeah, this really goes hand in hand with how this whole reading has been so far. It's about self-love, compassion, kindness, paying attention, having affection, and love, reflecting. 666. This right here, put your faith in your gut and inner voice. This is all the High Priestess right there. Yeah. Pay attention to your feelings. Yeah. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Yeah. So many of you have already done some shadow work. You've already done been through some ego deaths, been through, you know, it's now time to reflect on that. You know, also, if you're having the feeling of like enclosed with just so much darkness and nothing positive to say or feel, you know, call upon Vasuki. And if you've been seeing these numbers, the 6s, this is an affirmation. The angels are trying to get your attention. Someone may want to connect with you in the spirit realm. And it's important for you to honor that. And we have enchantment. Enchantment. Yeah, there is, yeah, I mean, what do we know about enchanted? Being enchanted. It's magical. It's out of this world, literally. It's like the stars. How did the stars get there in the sky? You know, how are there so many? Um, how is it the sun comes up every day and sets every day, and the moon rises at night to give us light, and then goes to sleep during the day? It's like being enchanted is just this mesmerizing beauty of love. It's like having fire and light when it's dark. It's it's having all of these flowers, all of these. This is like symbolizing that you're part of Mother Earth. You're part of the divine, male and female. You are part of the divine. All all genders, no genders. It's actually not gender specific, um, because we all carry feminine and masculine energies within our bodies. This is completely about you being enchanted with life, with yourself, with your abilities, your skills. Some of you definitely are psychic or a medium. And the world around you, your atmosphere, find the magic around you. It's there. It's just time to get that different perspective shift, you know? It's time to have okay, let's pull one of these. Let's see, what do you want to say about the creator? About the creator on this full moon for the general collective. Okay. All right, so we have never apologize for being sensitive or emotional. Let this be a sign that you've got a big heart and aren't afraid to let others see it. Showing your emotions is a sign of strength. Bridget Nicole. So this could be part of, you know, where you're feeling projections, other energies. This is basically stating how it's okay to be you, to honor you. You are a creator. You are brought here with a purpose. You have a very you're a very powerful being. Very powerful being. And there's really nothing that you can't do. This even shows showing your emotions is a sign of strength. And this right here shows honor Vasuki's divine role and strength. So for some of you, strength is what is coming into play, as far as maybe you haven't realized that you lack strength in some areas, or maybe the strength, maybe you define strength in different ways. And maybe you felt that this was showing weakness by showing your emotion, by speaking your truth, by letting people know how you feel about things that they say or do. Maybe you felt that that was not okay, or it doesn't matter. You know, maybe your worth and your value hasn't come up to the level yet that really is desired, in order for you to know that. Don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise as far as feelings and emotions or being sensitive. You know, if you're sensitive, if you share emotions and in a compassionate way to someone, and they disrespect that, or they don't honor your feelings, or they go around telling a million other people except communicating with you, that's really nothing for you. Oh, there's these 5 rolls I used to have on my fridge that I liked. And one of the rules was, what others think about you is none of your business. And this is a very good rule to implement if you're feeling heavy or darkness by, like, if you were vulnerable and you shared something with someone, hoping that it would like reflect in a resolution and have peace maybe, and yet it didn't. And it backfired, as if, words got twisted. You were made out to be, weak-minded or anything else, whatever it is. You being vulnerable and sharing something with someone was taken out of context and created others to use as a weapon against you, instead of actually allowing that space to be healing space for you and them and the world. That isn't something for you to be concerned about. You knowing yourself and knowing who you are and embracing the high priestess energy within you, it's all going to be displayed. It's all going to come back and be proven. It will be proven that you are a way shower, that you are a creator, that you came here for a purpose. And this could be part of your purpose, speaking your truth and standing up for yourself, standing up for human rights, standing up for animal rights. You are Aquarius. We are in February, and this is a full moon in Leo, which is, Leo is all about courage and sun and being brave and finding your power and standing in that and embracing that in the world. You're extremely intelligent and you have the capabilities to do this. It's really can be life-changing. This can be life-changing. I'm not sure what path you're on, where you're at in this energy. If you're here or all over the place, please share in the comments below. Please share in the comments below. Let's do one more final card here to see what we get. This is the Grateful Dead Tarot, because I feel like by allowing this to happen, you're going to really be changed forever in a positive way. And here we have the Terrapin of Bears, which is the Terrapin of Wands. I'm sorry, Pentacles. Pentacles. This is about, excuse me. This is about newness and new wealth coming into your life. And doesn't this look enchanting? Look at this garden. This looks enchanting. All these flowers. There's so many flowers here. The stars, the moon, the terrapin. You're reaching to touch the terrapin here. You're reaching to touch him. A beautiful way to end this reading. Yeah, love yourself, continue to spread love, and don't allow anyone else to sway your feelings or your mission or your insight. It's okay to hear other people's perspective, and you definitely want to take accountability for your own actions if your emotions rise, and instead of speaking intellectually, you speak emotionally or are passionate. We all make mistakes. We all say and do things that affect others in ways that we're not always 100% mindful or aware of. That's why it's important for you to speak up and speak your truth and let others know, how what they said or did made you feel. And it's also important for you to also own your emotions and take accountability for your actions as well. So it's we're all in this together. We're all human beings. We all have emotions. We all have an ego. And we all have light. We all have light within us. We just have to reach it. And if we've reached it, then we have to figure out how to mold it into our light, in our life for use. You know, power, when we think of power within ourselves, what do we want to use that power for? You know, we want to use the power for the greater good of all. We don't want to use the power to hurt other people. You know, I mean, some may want to do that, and that's very real. And that's something that is out there. It's always going to be. But what we want to focus on is how we can be the light and how we can maintain the light even in the darkness. You know, how can you keep your light shining when you feel you're just surrounded by darkness and there's barely any light for you to see, because it's as if you're in a closet with no light on. We do this by meditating, by knowing our inner self, our inner wisdom, our guidance, following the guidance that we receive, the gut, the intuition, the voice that wants to lead us that isn't the ego. The ego will want to keep you in fear. The ego is going to want to protect you by keeping you in fear, which isn't really healthy. And we can't get rid of our ego, but what we can do is learn to honor the ego, and at the same time learn to when to put the ego in the back seat so that we can be in the front seat and driving, not the ego driving us, but us and our guided intuition that is a gift that we've all been blessed with by being humans on this earth. We're all here with a purpose. And I would love to know if you found your purpose and what all this means to you, because some of you have a very beautiful journey ahead. Major transitions that are happening fast. This is fast moving energy. And it's fast moving energy leveling up to another dimension because you are following your spiritual guidance. You are listening to that voice. You are watching this reading. Those are all things that you're doing that are enhancing. And maybe you are starting to get into crystals, or maybe you always have loved crystals, but you really don't use them. Now's the time to start using them, cleansing them every month by the full moon, by the new moon. Place them near your windows, on your window sills. Put them outside if that's okay to do. You want to make sure you know the elements because some crystals can't get wet. Work with that energy when you're meditating. Yeah, this is really beautiful. I love this reading for you, for all of you. Please share your story in the comments below. This is all I have. I hope you have a cosmic day. And tonight, meow.